Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. The U.S. military has disabled the Iranian-flagged crude oil tanker Hasna en route to Iran, according to U.S. Central Command, as reported by UPI. An F/A-18 Super Hornet, launched from the USS Abraham Lincoln, fired multiple rounds from its 20mm cannon, striking and disabling the tanker's rudder. CENTCOM stated that the vessel was repeatedly warned and only fired upon after failing to comply with U.S. orders enforcing a blockade of Iranian ports. This incident is part of the Trump administration's economic and military pressure campaign against Tehran, which has restricted access to the Strait of Hormuz, leading to climbing gas prices. The attack occurred on the same day. Two other tankers reportedly breached the blockade. President Trump had recently called off Project Freedom, a U.S. military operation to escort vessels through the Strait of Hormuz, citing progress in negotiations with Iran, though an Iranian lawmaker criticized U.S. proposals as unrealistic. CENTCOM has directed 52 vessels to comply with its blockade thus far. But the weighted furl at Absway Cod, Combiler Pisa's Werakult of Butter But the Board. Over for there were being Gips Oaks. Israeli Open Federal Low So. As we scored to Azakokut to Gada, their prominent gride. Their bride then downed my gets to a stall. Israeli Iowata was back, as go parias of then not Turkin, and apt the portender's doll. UPI reports that North Korea has significantly reduced its hostile rhetoric towards South Korea in its recently revised constitution, according to Seoul's National Intelligence Service, Insidus. During a closed-door briefing to a parliamentary intelligence committee, Repik Park Sun-won of the ruling Democratic Party quoted the NIS as stating that while the Constitution clarified Pyongyang's two-state stance, it contained no hostile remarks towards the South. The document avoids labeling South Korea as an enemy or a target for war, removing previous aggressive language. The NIS interprets this as North Korea's intention to maintain the status quo and manage the situation rather than adopting an offensive posture. This constitutional revision, made in March and released by Seoul's Unification Ministry on Tuesday, aligns with Kim Jong-un's 2023 policy shift to treat South Korea as a separate country, not a partner for eventual reunification. The revised text defines North Korea's territory as bordering China and Russia to the north and South Korea to the south, along with its adjacent territorial waters and airspace. Japan's benchmark Nikkei 225 stock average achieved a record closing high near 63,000 on Thursday, marking its largest ever single-day gain of approximately 3,300 points. The Tokyo Stock Exchange's top-tier prime section index closed at 62,833.84, an increase of 5.57% from Friday, briefly surpassing the 63,000 threshold. The broader Topix index also saw a substantial rise of 3.00%. This surge followed a 5-day market closure due to national holidays. The upward momentum was largely fueled by reports suggesting nearing a resolution to the U.S.-Iran conflict, bolstering investor sentiment. While investor optimism improved, some oil-related stocks experienced selling pressure despite a drop in U.S. crude oil futures. This news is from JJ Press. China's national railway network has set new records for both passenger and freight traffic during the recent 8-day May Day holiday travel rush, which ran from April 29th to May 6. According to the China State Railway Group Co. Limited, a total of 159 million passenger trips were made across the network, marking a 5.2% increase compared to the same period last year. Notably, May 1 alone saw a record-breaking 24.84 million railway passenger trips. In terms of freight, the national railway transported 93.5 million tons of cargo, an increase of 4.5% year-on-year, with May 2 recording a new single-day high for freight loading. To accommodate the surge in travel for tourism and family visits, railway authorities enhanced transport capacity by operating an average of 13,525 passenger trains daily, a 5.7% rise from the previous year, and on May 5, a record 14,576 trains were in operation. The report from Xinhuanet also highlighted the operation of 81 themed tourist trains and significant growth in cross-border passenger traffic, including a 6.3% increase on the Guangzhou-Shenzhen-Hong Kong high-speed railway and a 20.9% rise on the China-Laos Railway. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.